Hello guys, how are you doing? Hope that you're all alright. I'm Lanswa and I'm back for you with a new video playing Guinevere in the EXP lane. So today I'm playing versus an Argus with Flicker. Like, it's not a bad spell using Argus if you want to focus the damage dealers, but it's just a bit questionable as I've never seen nor have never played versus any Argus using Flicker before. So, well, let's just see how this is going to go.
I cannot feel the warmth from the sun.
Since I'm playing versus a damage dealer EXP laner, so I'll just start by freezing the lane because my power early on Argus is much more than his, because as you know, Argus without his ultimate is just nothing since I have got stuns. He did a correct move by freezing the lane towards his turret, preventing me and making it even harder for me to get the minions, and I was risking by extending so much in that clip, but thankfully I did not get punished for it. Interesting. So he knows how to dodge my second skills. But he still dies. That's good. My early game is so interesting in that video, and that's because I was just back from school and then I started playing, so I was way too tired. So yeah, let's see how interesting it was.
Before the sun rises,
I was so dead in that clip, but thank God that Gushin did not re-engage, so I decided to engage and I could have killed him, but Xavier showed himself, and because of this I died. Well played to Xavier for saving his jungler and the turtle, to be honest. And I'll also share the emblem and the items or the build with you at the very end of the video, and I'll explain why did I use this kind of build especially, and all of the stuff within it, and what could I change or what items could be controversial and what were the main items of the build that I was using in this video. I could have avoided the last death by just backing off once I saw that Gushin killed the turtle, but I wasn't just concentrating because I was just back from school, as I said before. So yeah, like, well played for me.
the future awaits. Initiate retreat. I will persevere. You picked the wrong planet. Enemy battle spell on CD. For the aspirants, Stellar Radiance.
He got the ultimate and he escaped, but I saw Nolan following up, so I re-engaged again and we got him.
Hope is built upon trust.
Since Argus did not come to his lane, so I just decided to push and to try and take the turret as quick as possible, and I succeeded, and that way I gave map pressure, and his ultimate there was questionable, and I'll take advantage of it, and you'll see. So I seemed to him that I'm going to just engage the mid lane, but then I popped out of nowhere and I killed him because he had no ultimate. That's how to play versus an Argus. Just let him waste his ultimate and then escape with second skill and then kill him. Plus, this Argus seemed so inexperienced because of his questionable ultimates. So yeah, I got advantage out of this too. This Clint was so good at these parts, he did really good job.
Slain the turtle. Shine or perish.
You can see Gushin here, and I decided to see where he is if I just could kill him, and I don't know if he panicked or what, but I managed to kill him, and nice follow-up by our Grug there, and a nice triple kill too. Thank you, enemies! Let's analyze the last clip together. I started by hitting him with the first skill, then my passive, then another first skill which made the 3 marks, and I got him with my ultimate. And once I saw Grok and Sicilian following up, I did not back up with my flicker, I just completed engaging, and like that, I got the triple kill.
You believed in miracles. Stellar radiance. Stellar radiance. Stellar radiance. This is for Vexana. Your team. This will look good on Vexana. She spoke of miracles, born from the depths of desperation. Stellar radiance.
And here, my words are approved because just focus. Argus used his flicker to get the back line. This is why he got flicker. I decided to get Gushin because he was the one dealing damage, and Queen's Wings, it's my hero. It's my hero of the video. It saved me from dying.
Let's protect the future together. I will persevere. Stellar radiance. Stellar radiance. Gather up the Lord. Okay. I must bring her back. Understood. Back up. Your team destroyed a turret. Ult is not ready. The future awaits. Before the sun rises, I won't let go. Stellar radiance. She spoke of miracles, born from the depths of desperation. Daybreak! Initiate retreat!
Got saved again by Queen's Wings. Okay, I want you to concentrate so well because as you can see, Argus here used his ultimate and Gushin was low, so I decided to use my second flicker combo and I got both of them and none of them was able to escape.
Stellar radiance! Stellar radiance! Stellar radiance! I will persevere! Stellar radiance!
Our first lord.
A new beginning. Hope is built upon trust.
Good job by my teammates. Well, I'm mistaken here because I should have just jumped in the bush. So I'm so sorry, Sicilian. I wanted to end the match because if it gets longer, our percentage to lose gets higher. But Xavier did way too good job in defending all of this. So yeah, we weren't able to end the match, sadly. Again, he used his flicker again so he can get Clint. Poor Clint. What is Nolan even trying to do? Like, what are you trying to do, man?
The stars echo with our light. Stellar radiance. Daybreak. Stellar radiance. Stellar radiance. Messenger of daybreak, destined to ignite the night. Initiate retreat. Okay. Oh, Dark Knight, do you long for starlight too?
I knew Grok had something in mind, and I followed up using my flicker combo, and we got two of the damage dealers. Thank God that we got both of them. Now, Leslie and Argus and Hylas, and now Leslie's also down. So yeah, GG's.
I cannot feel the warmth from the sun. Killing spree! Team destroy the turret! For the aspirants! Instant kill!
And like that, in this video, you must learn that not because the start wasn't so pleasant means that you are going to lose or you'll be useless till the end of the match. You can always turn things up and you can turn the table. You just have to concentrate and put on all of your concentration, and if you do so, you will get insane results. Trust me, and this is a personal experience that I shared with you in this video. Hope that you learned something new, and now I'll leave you with the build and the emblem, and I'll explain why did I use this build and why did I use this emblem. Have a beautiful time, and see you in the next video next week. I'll explain everything in detail, but first of all, we have Concentrated Energy, the cooldown reduction boots. We have Queen's Wings, we have Wishing Lantern, we have Winter Crown and Divine Glave, and you can replace Divine Glave with Holy Crystal, and you can buy Immortality if you wanted to, and this is the emblem, and that's all. Now, let's explain everything in detail. Our first item is Concentrated Energy. It is one of the most important items to Guinevere. It gives you 400 HP, 70 magic power, and it has a unique ability that gives you 20% hybrid lifesteal, and it also has another unique ability that with every magical damage dealt from your hero, it will just keep on stacking up until 6, and for each stack, your magical power will get more and more. And then we have magic boots for movement speed and cooldown reduction for sure, plus it gives you HP now. Now we have Queen's Wings. Just don't let me get started about how amazing this item is. It gives you 750 HP, 30 adaptive attack, 10% cooldown reduction, and it also gives you 10% spell vamp. Not only does it do that, but it also has a unique passive that when your HP drops below 40%, you gain 30% damage reduction for 3 seconds, and also all of your skills cooldown go down by 2 seconds. And for each 1 HP lost, you gain or your damage is increased by 0.25% up to 15%. This item is just amazing, but it is controversial because you have two other items that you can build instead of it. Some people might like to build Feather of Heaven more than Queen's Wings. And well, it's not a bad idea, but it's not the best as well because you won't be using your basic attacks for way too long time. This item used to be great when Stallium Scythe wasn't nerfed, but after its nerf, this item has become no longer good for Guinevere. Some other people might say Clock of Destiny is actually so good, and it's better than Queen's Wings? Well, I would say the same, but in my own opinion, Queen's Wings is slightly better than Clock of Destiny. Because Clock of Destiny, the problem is that you have to hit a hero. Like, its passive won't be activated if you hit a minion or any kind of other creep. That is the main problem. But for Queen's Wings, it'll help you wherever and whatever you're doing. You got me? But at the very end, both of them are good, but I prefer Queen's Wings a bit more. But sometimes, I build Clock of Destiny instead of Queen's Wings according to the match itself. Then we have Wishing Lantern. It is actually so good with Guinevere, and it's like the item itself is good. It melts tanks and it gives you 10% cooldown reduction, 75 magic power. The mana thing, we don't care about it because Guinevere has no mana. So this item is so important and it is the item that makes you actually deal damage in the game. Then we have Winter Crown. It gives you 5% cooldown reduction for 100 HP and 45 adaptive attack. And I guess that we all know what does it do. If you time it correctly, you can jump, then do your ultimate, then click on Winter Crown. Your ultimate effect will be done, and you will take no damage and nothing will be able to ever stop your ultimate. So yeah, it's a way to important item to build with Guinevere especially. Then we have Divine Glave. Divine Glave, I guess we all know it. It gives you 60 magic power, 40% magical penetration, and its magical penetration gets even higher for the more tanky, the more tanky your enemy is, the more magical penetration and the more magical damage you'll deal. So am I always supposed to, or should I always build Divine Glaive? The answer is no. You can replace it with Holy Crystal or Blood Wings when if the enemy is not too tanky. If most of the enemy are squishy enemies, then you can go for Holy Crystal or Holy Crystal. Holy Crystal. What is that? Crystal. Or Blood Wings if the enemy isn't so tanky. But if they are, then you have to go for sure for Divine Glaive. Okay, now let's move on to the emblem. So for the first emblem, we have Impure Rage. It's actually so good. It makes you deal a bit more damage and it makes you regain some HP. And you can replace it with War Cry. Both of them are good with Guinevere. Then you have the second emblem, the most controversial part of everything, literally. You can get Pull Yourself Together if you'd like to re-engage with Flicker a lot. You can get the Spell Vamp one if you'd like to. You can get Master Assassin if you like to just dominate your lane early. Or you can get the blue second emblem because I don't know its name. But the good thing about it is that it will lower the price of all of the other items that you want to get. So yeah, you can get whatever you want of these four. And finally, we have the last emblem. You can get, what? Rupture? Yeah, the 5 adaptive penetration, or you can get the emblem, that is, up to it, that gives you 16, adaptive attack. Both of them are so good with Guinevere. So if we give an overall look on all of the items that we've got, we'll find out that the total of cooldown reduction that we'll get is 40%, which is the maximum cooldown reduction percent that we can ever get. And this means that we can spam our skills a lot and at the same time deal decent damage. And this is the idea of this build. When to use it, you can use it when you want to support your teammates more often and you have good and decent damage dealers or a tank that can deal crowd control, like Tigreal, Atlas, or as in the video, he was Grok. That's all for the video of today. Hope that you liked it and hope that I taught you something new. Hope that you had a good time watching it. I know that it was a bit long, the explanation. Have a beautiful day and see you next week. This was Lansois, and bye.